Alright, so our first steps for getting our paper ready for practice. You should have a small paper that will fit inside of your sketchbook. And we're going to start setting up our paper for practice. Alright, so what our goal is we're going to have our paper divided into several sections, and we're going to practice folding our paper in order to trace those lines. Alright, so we've done the hamburger fold before. The hamburger fold is where you take your two short sides and you put them together, and we're going to do that 3 times in order to do what's called a double cheeseburger fold. Alright, so first fold, we're going to take our two short sides, put them together like we're clapping them like a blue book, and then we're going to squish it flat. Squish it, squish it, squish it until you have a nice crease and it should look like a book. Alright, so squish it flat. Alright, your next step is we're going to take our short sides again, our new short sides, and I'll come around and help you if you're struggling with this part, and we're going to try and put them together. It's okay if it's a little hard because sometimes the paper won't want to bend, and you're going to put the two edges together, and then you're going to squish it, squish it, squish it again. Alright, once you've got it all squished down, you should be able to see a bunch of papers when you look at the edge, and we're going to grab the short sides one more time. So we've done it twice, we want to do it one more time so we have 3 folds. Ready? Grab your short sides, and this one's going to be even harder, so be careful. You can even stick your finger in the middle and curl it around your finger. Stick your two short sides together and squish it, squish it, squish it. Squish it hard. Alright. Once you're done with that, when you open it up, you should have 8 squares. Count with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. If you've got 8 squares, you're ready for the next step. If you've got more squares than that, that's okay. It still works. And your next step is we are going to resist. So I want everybody to grab a color crayon. You can do any color. I am going to pick my first favorite color, which is gray. So I'm going to do black since I don't have a gray. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to trace the fold lines. So I'm going to look where the line is folded, where the paper is folded. I'm going to follow all of those lines so I can see my 8 boxes. Remember, if you have more than 8 boxes, that's okay. I'm just going to trace all of your lines. Last step is we are going to practice resisting using crayons today. So what we're going to do is you can take your pencil and take a few minutes to draw something, like maybe if you want to draw a heart, or maybe you want to practice your circles, or maybe your triangles. Just keep it nice and simple, something to resist. And then take another color crayon. You can try as many colors as you want. And we're not going to color. We're going to trace our shapes. The things we drew. So we're going to follow our lines. And we're going to trace the shapes. We are not coloring our shapes. And I'm going to switch colors here so I can try a few different colors. Alright. So I'm going to do a few different shapes. Right. You can even try colors like yellow. And keep going until you fill up all of your boxes, okay? Make sure you have something drawn in each of them. Alright, so that's how you set up your paper. Right? If you want to, you can create a hypothesis for what kind of colors you're going to mix. So you can write this with a crayon so that it still resists. So I'm just going to do one example. I'm going to try and mix green and red tomorrow. And then I'm going to see what color it's going to make. Our next step is we are going to practice getting out our tools.